Straight into it, baby. Let's go. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the TCR podcast, episode 131. Excited to be here once again on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I didn't get the weather for today, but let's see. How you doing over there, babe?
I'm good. From what it feels like the weather is amazing today. I feel like this is the best spring we've ever had.
The spring
right?
has been amazing. Today we have low of 62 here in Tampa, Florida, high of 83.
Because it's usually hot, just hot. There's no such thing as in between.
Houston is kind of seeing the same thing. Low of 64, high of 83. So the weather is really nice
Shout out
all
to
over the
all
place.
my people in Houston.
Phoenix. Oh, look at Phoenix.
And Phoenix.
Phoenix, low of 63, high of 89. So it's always hot over there. And why not? Big Bear. Big Bear has low of 35 and high of 54. So it's nice.
That feels nice over there too.
Really nice weather over there. But yeah, that's
spring
today's
has
weather.
been springing this year.
Spring has been springing. Hopefully everyone back at home is feeling the good vibes too, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Good vibes, good weather, good vibes, good energy, and that's what we're gonna start off with today.
Love that.
Yeah. But yeah, babe, it's May. May's coming up actually, and we were on the road the other day. I had to write this down, right? But we were on the road the other day, and I was like, you know what doesn't make sense to me, or I don't understand yet in my 30, I'm not going to tell you my age, but in my 30
Ay, por
years,
favor.
why is May called May?
Oh yeah, you did ask me that.
So I did a little research. I wrote things down because my memory is not that great, but I did my research, and it comes from the Romans. What was that? I heard some noise. It comes from the Romans. Let's start with May. It comes from the Greek goddess Maya, right? She's known for growth and fertility, which makes sense because springtime flowers are blooming. So that's why they named her. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The names of months aren't random. They actually follow a mix of mythology and numbers, right? Now, let's slide into June. Why not, right? Because we're already there. They named June after Juno, the Roman goddess of marriage and childbirth. So if you know someone planning a summer wedding or a baby shower in June, you know why, right? And lastly, I'm not going to read the whole calendar, but I'm just giving you some insights. We have July. So this is where the Romans really started feeling themselves, right? July used to be called Quintilis, which means the 5th month, because back then the calendar started in March, right?
I didn't know that.
But when Julius Caesar rolled in, he wanted the calendar, the month to be named July in his honor. The dude said, put a whole name to a month after me, and the Romans were like, all right, bet. So that is the theory behind why these.
I would have never thought that there
months.
was a reason behind it, but I guess it makes sense.
But it's crazy, like what goes in my mind. I'm like, you know what? Why is it named that?
I'm sure none of us ever thought, why is May called May, or why is January called January? But yeah, May is actually also my birthday too. So my birthday's coming up, babe.
Very, very important month. Your bridal shower.
My bridal shower.
That you're planning very, very extensively.
Yes.
Babe, it's your birthday month. You excited for that?
Yeah, 2 more weeks. Is it 2 more weeks? ¿En qué estamos
I
hoy?
have nothing planned.
¿Y qué me vas a comprar? Silky chickens or no?
No,
Babe, they're like
no more
$8.
animals. You know why? Because
Why?
then I'm out there having to feed them every morning, having to do all the work.
And you don't love it?
I do, but I don't want more responsibilities.
Babe,
I have 3 responsibilities right now, which is chichis, I love so much, Chewy, and Chalino. And that's all I need.
Just 2,
No.
3.
Because once you have one chicken, you have like 3,000 chickens.
No.
Look
I
at
just
your
want
friend
3.
Kathy.
I just want 3.
She has like 3,000 chickens,
She
2
does.
goats. It's
I just
crazy.
want 3, babe.
No.
Let me know down below if you think Mando should give me silky chickens.
I don't think that's a good.
Hi.
I don't think that's a good idea, guys.
Anyway, so yeah, my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. I don't have anything planned for my birthday, but for good reason. I kind of planned my bridal shower around the same time because that date was available. So we just like, you know what? Let's make it happen. Why not? Como quiera, I didn't have any trip plans. I didn't have anything planned for my birthday. So I was like, let's just do it that weekend. But then Alaska came about.
Alaska. Ooh,
So let's call that my birthday
Your
trip.
birthday trip.
It's literally the week before my birthday. So my birthday is May 1st, which falls like on
I think Thursday.
I don't know, like during the week. So the week before we'll be in Alaska. And that weekend when we get back, it'll be my bridal shower, which I'm so excited about.
Bridal shower, she's been going ham with it. Get cake, get nails, get decorations.
Look at these nails.
There's
Don't
like
judge
so
me.
much to it.
Yeah.
Right? You're excited though, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different planning this because it's the first time that no guys are gonna be there, right?
Which is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
So you know what? I just thought about, don't they play like, guys, I've never been to a bridal shower. The only one I've ever been to, I was 12 and it was my tia's. But I don't remember. Oh no, I went to your sister-in-law's too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. But we were there for a little bit. So, but yeah, I don't remember what else goes on, like games or what. So let me know down below or send me bridal shower ideas. My friends are helping me. I just need to guide them too. Like we should do this one, that one, you know? I don't know,
because you're not a big fan of like the corny things.
I'm not.
So you have to like kind of pinpoint and tell them exactly what you want.
Yeah. I don't like corny things. Like for the longest, I didn't even like going to baby showers because to me they were a little corny, honestly. But then they got a little fun, a little more fun.
They got a grupo now.
They get a grupo now. I'm just kidding. No, the games are becoming fun.
Okay.
Like the ones that I see on TikTok, they're freaking hilarious. But yeah, if you guys have any of those funny ones, send them to me.
So there you have it.
Whatever
Help
else I
Lily
gotta
Bay
do.
out.
I don't
Help
know
her
what
out.
else we gotta do. And again, I haven't been to a bridal shower since I was 12, and I don't remember seeing any of my friends at a bridal shower neither. Have you? Have you seen any of them post any bridal shower in the last 10 years you've been with me?
Actually, no.
Right?
That's crazy. Do people even do those still?
Yeah, I think they do.
That's crazy.
But
That's
anyways.
right. Anyways.
Aside from my birthday in May.
What else is in May, guys?
It is Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
And you don't know this, but I was talking to my grandma 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And she's been out there for a few months in Mexico already. My grandma lives here. But recently, since she's retired, she kind of goes for months on end. I don't like that. I'd be like, lady, you need to get back because we miss you over here. But
We miss your food.
I call her all the time. And I was like, Vita, so when are you coming back? Like, what's going on? She's like, bueno, ya me iba a regresar, pero quiero pasarme el Día de las Madres over there with her sisters. My grandma's sisters are older than her. And one of them is not doing too good, so it makes 1,000% sense for my grandma to stay out there during Mother's Day to be with her sisters and all that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, hopefully my mom doesn't watch this one. I was thinking of sending my mom that'll be like her Mother's Day present, right?
Like out of the blue?
That weekend.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and it's in Mexico City, so if you guys know, the flights to Mexico City are usually super cheap all year round.
And they go direct now from Tampa. So well, hopefully,
right?
Doña Leticia's not watching this podcast.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I bring it up is because if I say it, I'm gonna do it. The only thing that will hold me back is if once I tell my mom, if she's like, no, because she's too busy. My mom's always busy.
Yeah.
She used to be able to go to Mexico all the time. Now she goes
she's
rarely.
a busy lady.
But if I tell her just 2-3 days,
that's true.
The thing with my mom is that she doesn't see vacations.
2-3 days don't make sense to her.
It doesn't make no sense to even try that. So to her, vacation is like, I gotta leave for a week or two for it to be worth it. She sees it like 2-3 days, like you just wasted money. But in all reality, nowadays, 2-3 days, you could do a lot.
Yeah, it's a good little reset too, just to enjoy it and vámonos.
Yeah. But so we'll see. But yeah, aside from that, I'm going to give a shout out to the girls at the warehouse.
A ver.
Because especially Miriam, she's a mom at the warehouse. She said, Lily Bay, you need to drop something for Mother's Day. And I was like, okay, but I need ideas. Like I need ideas because when it comes to the majority of our stuff is streetwear, t-shirts, sweaters, right? So I'm like, what can I do for the moms? I do want to do something, but what can I do for them? Like what I need something that goes with our vibe, you know? So we were brainstorming and right away she pitched something. She didn't give me the concept behind it. She just said, what about this? Like something like that. And she gave me this concept as soon as she was walking out the door, ready to leave for the day. And as soon as she walked out, I looked at Mando and I said, yep, that's what we're going to do. And as soon as we got in the car, I showed him like everything, how we were going to do it. And I freaking love the idea. It definitely goes with
the brand.
And a lot of the moms I'm surrounded with, for sure.
They're going to love
it. Mando did a little sneak peek, and right away I had so many people message me, can you show me? Like, I want to see. Send me a picture, whatever. So yeah, we have a drop coming up.
Yeah, we're going to show the TCR fam right here in exclusive. So if you're watching on video here on YouTube or Spotify, I'm going to drop a little bit of sneak peek right here. We don't have a full-on release day yet. Mm-hmm. But it's coming soon. It has to come soon.
It is very soon because, we knew that we had to get on it ASAP. Yeah. We still have like another month, 3 weeks till Mother's Day. So
like 3 weeks. And typically, like by now, it should be released.
Yeah.
So we're pushing. We're working really hard. We're getting the final samples. We're just finalizing all the details. And once we have them, know for sure that you guys will know. Yeah,
it should have came. The reason why it didn't drop ideally like 2 weeks ago is because I didn't have no concept. So hopefully you guys really like this. And shout out to again Miriam at the warehouse for giving me this concept. And yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's like Lily said, not to keep talking about this, but it's something that we know was necessary for you guys to get because we have a lot of moms.
The majority.
A lot of moms on here. Yeah, we have a lot of moms on here. So comment down below. Let me know if you're a mom and let us know what do you guys think about this drop. Mm-hmm. Wait, why not? Ask them, are you a soccer mom, football mom, baseball mom, or just a mama chingona? Comment down below and let us know. But yeah, that's that. Excited about that, and let's move on.
It's the first time we'll ever drop like a Mother's
Day. Yeah, because this is like catered straight to mothers.
Yeah.
All right, but in other news, right? The Luis R Conriquez drama on my For You.
Oh my God.
On my For You page is crazy.
Have you guys seen that?
Man, it's gotta be like, it's on Univision, it's on TikTok, it's on Facebook. If you guys haven't been up to date with it, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on.
Yeah, tell us, because I told Mando, I haven't seen none of this on my FYP, but Mando showed me everything, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know nothing.
So let me tell y'all what happened, and then kind of explain to you why it happened. So pretty much, Luis R was in a palenque, and the palenque it was a tough spot. So in the palenque, you're literally in the middle, and then thousands of people surrounding you, right? So you're there singing. He starts singing exactly, I don't know how long he sung for, maybe 4 songs, 5 songs. But he was singing like Tragos de Amargo Licor. He was singing songs that he's not known for, which is fine. He's still performing, which is great, right? He could have just canceled the show and not went. So he goes on and performs. And I think someone in the crowd just said, hey, canta corridos. And he starts going at the person saying...
Starts going back and forth with the person.
No puedo, or whatever. Like, no hay. There you go. He's like, no hay. And then he's like, all right, he got tired of like saying no hay and gets the mic and tells them, no hay corridos. So then that just makes everyone go crazy, starts booing him off stage, starts throwing bottles, cans, haciendo un desmadre. He decides to get all his grupo, obviously him first, exit the palenque. Luckily, he did that like as soon as possible. And next thing you know, se hizo un pinche desmadre.
Yeah.
They start breaking the stage. They start breaking the instruments, the speakers. There's made a mess.
Videos on TikTok.
Yeah, there's so many videos. That right there, I don't like. I mean, it's really bad to do that with violence. You're already trying to fight violence, right?
Yeah.
So I did my research, and I'm like, you know what? What's going on? Why is it happening? There's 3 reasons, right? Due to safety concerns, right? There's always been that issue. You sing a corrido, you could get mugged, or something could happen outside because you sung the corrido at the wrong plaza, right? Mm-hmm. We know that. Government pressure. Pretty much the government in Mexico is saying no more corridos are allowed here in Mexico, no matter where you go. They even have the palenques and these venues sign a contract that they cannot hire people to sing corridos. That's how deep it's gone. Even they have like big festivals, and recently they removed El Commander from this big festival. You know how they do like
the lineups.
Yeah, lineups. They remove El Commander, and they're removing these artists that sing nothing but corridos. They're trying to clean all this up, right? Lastly, I think the biggest reason is that Luis R didn't sing the corridos is because the United States is putting pressure on them too. So pretty much if you start singing these corridos, you start singing to narcos, the United States will take your visa away. Your visa is pretty much your work permit to come to the United States and perform and make money. Once that's gone, you're screwed. So Luis R was like, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it.
Because it recently happened too.
Yeah, it recently happened to Los Alegres del Barranco. They sung to El Mencho, and then bam,
they got their visa
taken away. They can't come to the United States.
Grupo Firme también?
Grupo Firme, they stopped singing corridos too. No, their visa hasn't been approved, but to come back, but they're working on that. So then, lastly, Fuerza Régida puts a video out last night saying, ¿Qué onda, plebada? Aquí no se acaban los corridos, right?
Damn.
They're going to keep singing corridos, but I understand them 100%. You know why?
They got papers.
They got papers. They're Mexican Americans. They're born here. They don't have to worry about that visa. They don't have to worry about nothing like that. So that's one of the biggest worries for Mexican artists, for, you know, the government to take their work permit and they can't come to the United States. Something Fuerza Régida does not have to worry about.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, we love corridos, right, babe?
Yep.
And our wedding's coming up. We're not going to be allowed to play corridos?
I don't think at private events.
No, everywhere. Everywhere.
How would they know?
Well, there's cops.
The cops are not going to be inside.
Maybe the wedding planners.
I think you're doing too much.
I don't know.
Reaching.
But yeah.
And we're taking a DJ that's American, so
that's true.
He's not going to care.
Yeah, but comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this. I feel like they're kind of messing with the culture, right?
I see why they're doing it. I get both sides. I see why they're doing it, but I also don't think it's fair, because what about all the people that rap about stuff like that? Right? Like
yes.
The rappers. What is it? The Santa Fe Clan or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's more. I just don't listen to that genre like that. So what about that?
Yeah.
Or what about like the Americans, like the rappers over here that rap about that stuff?
Like,
why doesn't the U.S. put pressure on them?
You're going to stop hip hop, but the rappers talking about, robbing or just a lot of drug involvement.
Yeah.
And why don't stop there?
I don't get why one see, one no. I understand that in the corrido culture and that type of environment is very out there online. Like, people see the violence, right? But I think maybe they should be a little bit more
considerate.
No, not so broad about it. Maybe like not play certain songs or mention certain names, or not just like, oh, you can't play corridos point blank. Somebody made a comment, what about like los Tigres del Norte and their corridos from back in the day that also talk about things like that? Why was that okay and why is it not okay?
I know corridos point blank on the radio are banned in Mexico, no matter what. In the radio,
I never knew that.
Yeah, completely banned.
No wonder the radio be boring.
Yeah, you won't hear no corridos on there. So now, like with Spotify and all the streaming services, now it's easier for people to listen to it on YouTube and that. So I feel like the next step for Mexico, what they're going to do, which sucks, is like ban those streaming platforms from having corridos on their streaming platforms.
Yeah, because how could they stop it from people playing them? Like I said, at parties. So if I throw a party at the house, I can't play no corridos? That's true. How does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but that's the Mexico we live in today. But that's not the issue. The issue is way bigger than corridos.
Yeah.
The issue is way bigger than that. And they're just trying to like pinpoint these little sections where they should be focused on the bigger issue, But what do I know? I don't want to get political on this, and that's my opinion.
But this coming from somebody that likes corridos. I don't glorify like the narco corridos neither.
Yeah.
But I just think they should just get a little stricter with that. Maybe don't play those. And that I would 1,000% get.
Yeah.
But not don't play corridos point blank.
Yeah, but then it's going to be like, all right, well, you can play this one. You can play. Estás un pinche desmadre. So they're like, fuck it. Let's just 100% cancel them all,
I don't know. I'm not too happy about this.
Me either. We love corridos.
Thankfully, I already saw Luis R Conriquez before he stopped.
Yeah, God knows if it's going to like come over here to the United States, right?
I mean, I heard that they're trying.
Yeah.
But again, why this? Why take away this but not take away the rap?
Yeah.
Like Or any other genre that
I'm thinking
talks
Big
about.
Meech, Larry Hoover, puro narco moreno too. So what's the difference? You know? So yeah. I mean, I was gonna go into another subject, moving on from this. But we're about to go on break.
Oh.
But I want to tell you what this next section is. I'm excited for it because this has been coming up on my scrolling that I do. Pretty much Latino family most unhinged drama.
Oh my God, that should be hilarious.
Trauma so bad that you might need a therapist. Coming up next. Aside from that, we're going to do ridiculous Mexican nicknames that are actually used in public. So this unhinged section is going to be fun.
It's something trending. Yeah. It's hilarious, though.
So we'll see you guys when we get back. Yo, what is up? Welcome back to part 2. How you feeling over there, babe?
I'm good. I took a little 2-second break.
Yeah.
And we're back at it again.
I did a little research. I was wondering, what exactly does unhinged means? It means someone is acting wild, irrational, or out of control. So that brings up my next segment, right? The unhinged section of the TCR podcast segment. Latinos families' most unhinged drama. Trauma so bad that you might need a therapist, Lily Bay. You ready?
A ver.
My dad came to the U.S. illegal on 3 different occasions until my grandma told him he was actually born in Texas.
You're lying.
This man was doing illegal hiking. Literally. Can you imagine?
Oh my God. That's hilarious though.
All right,
Thank God no le pasó nada.
Yeah. Next one. My mom forced my dad to stop sending half his checks to his sister in El Salvador. His sis called crying one day because her son died and she needed money for the funeral. Dad calls the day of the funeral. My dead cousin answered the phone. Yo,
You're
they
lying.
were taking that guy's money, huh?
That's fucked up.
That's messed up.
Is this for real?
This is a true story. It's supposedly that his family left since majority were gone from the war in 1980s or some old age. So there he had no family there.
Yeah.
It was just, I guess, 2 people.
Like a sister. And they were like, we're never going to see him so we can lie to him.
That's crazy.
And say, I do 1,000% believe people go above and beyond with
just a
lies
scam, huh?
for some money, for sure.
All right, next one. Ready? Agárrate, chiquilla. This one's crazy. My biological grandpa had 2 kids with my grandma and left her randomly one day and moved to Mexico. Had 2 kids with another woman and named them the same names as the first set of kids that he had with my grandma.
What the hell?
That is completely messed up. So you named them Vicente y Maria. You have Vicente y Maria running around. Next thing you know, he gets a new family.
You know what? I feel like this is pretty common. And like, I don't know if it's just Mexican, Latino America, I don't know what it is, but for them to leave their family and create a whole nother family and 1,000% forget about it. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I mean, I think it's because...
I know what it is.
It's because some men are dogs. Right?
I'm glad you said it.
But number 2 is right now, this type of, what's it called? This type of activity won't work.
Yeah,
because you got
it's a little
social
harder.
media. You got cameras, whatever, right?
Back then, say Ivan, and you would never hear from them again.
Yeah,
or see
it'll be
them.
easy. You will never hear from them. You could go wild out in another city y no pasa nada. Now, olvídate ahorita. But back in the day, the grandpas.
I feel like it happened. Just hear me out. I feel like it happened a lot more back then because you know how we were talking about on the other podcast, like generational things that you got to break, whatever. I feel like the majority of them weren't taught, like they didn't have a dad that was present, probably happened to them. It was a very common thing, which is why we're still living in that era where we still hear stories like this. But I have a feeling that de aquí a unas maybe like
30 years,
40, 50 more years, you won't hear these stories as common. You would probably hear it from like the great grandpas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my dad, you know. I mean, there's still deadbeat dads out there. That's a whole nother subject. But for me, it's more like the leaving and starting all over again, and
Yeah.
just nobody knows nothing from you, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because like you said, social media and online presence is just everyone's
It's
getting
like the
exposed.
video of the girl that, what was it, a cake girl? She was making cakes, and then she sees a couple behind the girl making a cake, and she's like, "Thanks for exposing my husband."
Oh no, she was eating at a restaurant.
She was eating at a restaurant.
She was doing like a little review some girl was doing a review about a restaurant, and in the comments somebody put, "Thank you for this video and exposing my husband." Behind you, that somebody in the comments husband was behind that lady with another lady, and it was like I mean, it's still trending because it's pretty new, but yeah, the comments were going in and dissecting all of this.
Or there's this guy, not gonna say from where or whatever. There's this guy that went to Wild Out in another city.
Oh my God, I know what you're gonna
and
say.
has no social media presence, doesn't even probably have a Facebook or TikTok.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, somebody recorded him. That video blew up to millions of views.
Recorded him going a little bonkers.
Yeah, bonkers. He shouldn't even been doing these type of bonkers. This video blows up to millions of views, and now
everyone knows.
He goes back to his little city, and everyone knows.
Yeah.
So yeah,
even
you can't
though
hide,
he doesn't
man.
have a social, he's like doesn't have a social media.
So
presence.
good luck trying to do this type of crap, grandpa, nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
I got my dad deported because he cheated on my mom and left us cold turkey. I called immigration and said his citizenship was fraud and he faked out.
I'm
now
sorry,
he's
Dad.
in trouble.
I would do it too. I
So
mean, my dad got papers.
you would do that though?
Hell yeah.
So if your dad hopefully not, right? If he did something wrong to your mom, whatever,
Or my mom.
vice
Either
versa,
one.
doesn't matter.
I don't care.
What do you guys think? You guys would do the same thing to your
You
parents?
wouldn't?
I don't know. I love my parents though.
I love them too, but
You
if
have-
one of them got caught slipping, that's what
true.
the fuck you get.
That's true. But you had to pick a side,
I'm picking a side, the right side, exactly.
the correct side. Mm-hmm. I don't think you will. Though.
I would. Shit. Don't. Bye. You better not ever.
Or ma.
Ever. Or ma. And I think my parents know I'm about that life too.
Yeah,
Y no te voy a mandar ningunos pinche $20. Nada,
so he's done.
That's it.
That's crazy.
That's it. I always say do shit the right way, bro. Just do it the right way.
Just leave and then
What you
start
gotta
over.
do? Oh my God. Yes. You guys, if you guys are ever thinking about cheating, just be honest. Why are you there like having to deal with the sneaking around, and just leave and you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. Don't get Lily Bay started. My grandpa has a total of 17 known kids with 2 women. My grandma and her sister are effing sisters, y'all. I'm not a DNA testing a whole state, but yeah. What the hell? I'm confused. Should I read this again?
Yeah, I didn't get you.
My grandpa has a total of 17 known kids with 2 women. My grandma and her sister.
Oh, shit.
They're effing sisters, y'all. I'm not a DNA testing.
Oh, my God.
I'm not about to DNA test a whole state, but yeah.
That's crazy. And again, I feel like I hear crazy stories like this from, again,
He has
grandpas,
17 kids
great, you know?
with the 2 sisters. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Mando's
I
like,
just got it.
Mando had to read that 3 times.
17. Wait, why do you have 17 kids?
The crazy part to me
That's
is not
the
the
craziest
7.
one.
No. The
No?
craziest part is having kids with the 2 sisters.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
I forgot that one.
Oh my God.
All right, man. This
So
too
you
much.
guys are brothers. Wait, let me think about this. So instead of being, damn, I'm like brain fucked right now. They're brothers?
So
Half siblings, half.
yeah, is that your tia?
Y'all have the same.
Is that your tia or your mom?
It's the tia and stepmoms to each
Oh
other.
my God. But that's your tia too, and your stepmom.
But then you all got the same dad, so you guys are cousins and brothers
Moving on.
at the same
This
time.
is too much. This is too early for
You guys
this.
are half brothers, half cousins.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to go through this. All right. Moving on. Ridiculous Mexican nicknames that are actually used in public.
I have one, but go ahead.
Man, growing up Mexican, you were called by your biggest insecurities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like gordo or chaparro, pelon. The English language would never do this, right?
I don't know.
Hey, fatty, come over here, fatty. It won't roll. But let's throw some out there, right? Okay. This one comes from, I'm going to put her out.
Not the fatty.
No, I'm not going to put her out. My nieces and nephews call me tia chichis. I don't know where they get that from. Tia chichis.
She had big titties or no?
I guess. My aunt, oh my God, this one's good. This one right here, this one's good. I read this one earlier. My aunt calls one of my cousins la mole because mole is made with different chiles. And she has 4 kids with different baby daddies. That's la mole. What do you guys think about that?
That's fucked up.
La mole. I'm fucking dead.
That's hilarious.
That right there is clever. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
What about that Tesla one?
What's a Tesla, ver?
There was one.
No, don't say it, babe.
What? I don't know who it is. I saw it on TikTok.
All right, go ahead, say it.
Something about my neighbor is in a wheelchair and they call him Tesla or something.
No, my neighbor drives a electrical wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
So they call him El Tesla.
I have another one. This is a true story.
Échale.
A friend lost 2 fingers in construction, and now they call him El Compa Ocho.
No.
I swear to God, I can't make this up.
2 fingers, Compa Ocho. Let's go. Saludos, Compa Ocho. Fucking dead.
I don't call him that.
This one says, my brother used to be pretty chubby, so they call him albondigas.
Oh, that's low-key cute, though.
Yeah. I was so skinny, they would call me tripa.
I'm dead.
Tripa lavada, my bad. Oh my God. My dad called me buche because of my double chin. Look at this one. My dad started calling my husband polvoron, and now the whole family calls him polvoron.
Wait. What about what my dad called you at the beginning?
Because he's white. A ver?
I'm going to give you the whole story. Mando meets my family for the first time, like for real, like intimate. God. We go to the fair all together every year. It's like a tradition. Mando comes with us, right?
You doing the full story?
I'm doing the full story. It's kind of quick, though. When my family goes out, they're all about drinking, having a good time, no matter the place, time, nothing. So my dad, my brother, everyone's like, hey, let's grab a beer. Let's get this. Drinks here, drinks there. My dad tells Mando, first, I think, question that he ever asked you in your life, ¿Quieres una cerveza? And you said, no, ahorita me voy a echar un café.
No, I already had a coffee in my hand.
Or whatever. Yeah. But you had 2 that day. No, aquí tengo un café, right? When Mando turned around, my dad's like, pinche samurai con su pinche cafecillo. Why? Insert picture of Mando here and then see why he called him el samurai. But don't forget, put in the time, babe. Put in the time so you can remember.
No, I'll put it in.
But yeah, so he literally called him that like twice. And still to this day, I roast my dad for calling him that. But anyways, that's it.
All right, next one. My sister peed on the bed when she was little, and Miona stuck to her. It didn't help that Monica was actually her name. Miona, Monica, kind of goes together.
I'm fucking dead. That's
last
funny.
one. I think last one I have right here is, how about the guy? Oh, this was, I don't want to read this one, man. This is messed up.
Just read it, babe. I want to know now.
How about the guy they called Bambi because his mom died?
Oh my God. I'm not laughing. That's fucked up.
Me either. I was choking over. That's fucked up, man. God damn. All right, yeah. Enough of that. I don't want to get canceled because of this.
But give us some good ones down below because I know you guys got some.
Damn, that was funny. Funny segment on the TCR. I'm over here fucking.
To the point where you're crying. Ay, Armando.
Easter Sunday, guys. Easter Sunday is this Sunday. A lot of crazy things happen during Easter Sunday. Do we have any crazy stories? No, right? No crazy stories?
Nah, our family has a tradition of going to the beach, including Mando's family comes también with us. The craziest one I want to say is when y'all had that weed beer to my uncle.
Oh my God. That's not like ridiculously crazy, but
that's hilarious.
yeah, pretty much. We came from Atlanta. In Atlanta, they have this IPA fermented with like weed leaves. Super legal. It's legal. It's not illegal at all. And you can get it from over there. I forget what it's called. If you guys help me down below, comment down below. And I gave him to taste, and he tasted it. And he loved it. Those beers, you're not supposed to drink like 6, you know?
And then outside at the beach in the hot.
Yeah. So it's like maybe like 2 p.m. and he's like passed out.
Done. They had to carry him to the car. And usually when we go to the beach for this family tradition that we have of ours,
We're there.
it's from 7 a.m. until sunset. Like they stay until the sunset. So we're at the beach for 12 hours at least. And by 1 o'clock, my tío was done in the car, sleeping.
Pobrecito. He'll never forget that.
Yeah, they roast him to this day.
But we asked our IG community to send us their Sunday cinders, to send us their crazy their crazy Easter stories. My bad. And here you have it. You ready? Mm-hmm. Someone brought their new man to Easter, and it was the ex-cousin.
Wait, what?
Everyone was quiet until my grandma whispered, "Esa no era el primo de la María?" Now the whole family knows, and the group chat's on fire.
El primo de la María. So you're dating, she was dating her cousin?
Yes. All right. I don't know if to believe this.
I hope this is a lie.
Next one is the mass got interrupted because the bad iPad kid speaker was playing Peso Pluma.
That would be Luna.
In the middle of the sermon, a little kid's backpack started blasting Lady Gaga, the song by Peso Pluma. My mom tried to act like it wasn't his. That's messed up.
Oh, so she let it ride.
Yeah. So she was acting dumb. All right, next one. They forgot the eggs, so they used limes from the backyard tree.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Imagine running around getting limes. You're like, what the hell is this? This
that's
one
funny.
is
Make margaritas.
I got one more. The borracho bunny. My tío Beto showed up to the egg hunt in a bunny costume, drunk. By 3 p.m., he was passed out on the yard.
Sounds like my uncle.
But wait, talking about this has got to do nothing with Easter. Like last week we go to a restaurant and we get there, we go inside, and the guy literally right away is like, "I'm drunk."
Oh my God.
I was like, Lily's like, "You're not drunk," and he was like, I was like, the first like 30 seconds, I thought he was like joking on us. I was waiting for him to say like, "I'm just joking."
Yeah.
But no, like the whole time he was drunk.
He was like a 10 out of 10
like
lit 10, taking our order.
10. I didn't know how to feel about that. How do you feel about that?
I thought it was a little cringe.
It was
I
little
had like
cringe.
a little secondhand embarrassment for him. More so because we were like, I didn't, we're Latinos, we don't care, whatever. Cada quien, right? He wasn't cooking the food. There was somebody else back there. Pero era like, estaba entrando muchos americanos.
And they be judging.
And I'm like, damn, they already be thinking, a lot of them that, mexicanos somos de esto, de aquello. Y luego este hombre aquí, like, no podía ni hablar bien. I had a little bit of secondhand embarrassment. I was literally trying to act sober for him. Like
I was trying to help him out.
Yeah, that was here in Tampa too, by the way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But anyways.
Talking about the drunk deal, and it does happen. So yeah. But yeah, before we wrap it up, all right, spring cleaning, right? You know what spring cleaning is, right?
Super excited about this
But
part.
there's an actual theory called the spring cleaning of people theory. Have you heard about that?
I have not.
We always hear about cleaning our houses, our closet, our garage, our mess. But no one talks about spring cleaning your emotional space, your circle, your habits, your energy. Mm-hmm. So what do? Mm-hmm. Ask yourself, who drains you more than you pour into, right? Which group chat do you exit and feel worse, not better? Mm-hmm. Are you staying in a situation that's comfortable but not going anywhere? Who do you follow on social media that doesn't bring in you value but annoys you? Mm-hmm. Is your job giving you a paycheck but robbing your peace? If any of these feel stable, if any of those feel stale, heavy, or dusty, it's time to let go. Mm-hmm. That's the spring cleaning people theory.
I 1,000% agree with that. I feel like I've already low-key do that.
You did that recently too, like during like COVID and during like these whole elections.
Yeah.
You just cleaned up.
Yeah, because it's just like Mando said, some friends just become a little draining, or for example, some are not there. Like you, for example, you get so excited to invite somebody to do something and then they're just like, you know? And it's just like, why are you even my friend? Yeah. You know, like what? So yeah, I'm very good with spring cleaning everything. Like Mando
not just
said.
your house,
not just my house,
your relationships,
the garage, friends, my phone,
social,
my energy, like everything. And the peace that it has brought me is crazy.
Yeah.
And I tell Mando all the time too, like it's not just about people, it's just everything in general. Like Mando said, what you watch on social media, the type of content that you're consuming, even your phone having a lot of like garbage in there.
Random apps that you'd never use.
Yeah, it's just the more chaos. Mm-hmm. And what was that? Oh, I thought I heard something. It's just more chaos added to your plate that you don't need. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you guys take anything out of this, 1,000% spring clean.
People, awesome.
People, everything.
Social.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Your job, maybe. Just a lot.
Have you ever spring cleaned
people?
Like people or your phone or content creators or anything like that?
To be honest, no.
No?
No.
I do.
But now, honestly, like the algorithm is so good that if I don't interact with it, it just doesn't show up. Mm-hmm. But I know back in the day, it was very important. Now it's a little better, but no, I don't. And that's just something that I got to do myself. I'm over here giving you theories, but I got to practice my own theories over here.
I practice for you, babe. No te preocupes, chiquillo.
But yeah, thanks again for joining us on episode 131 of the TCR podcast. We had a good time, and let us know down below if you enjoy these. Like, I feel like I'm bringing like different entertaining, funny things to the podcast.
Yeah, I like that.
Which is cool because, like we said at the beginning, we don't want to be talking about the same thing over and over. So we bring new stuff, trending stuff, and that's what we do here at the TCR podcast. And that's it. Hopefully you guys have an amazing week. Happy Wednesday. Have an amazing Easter.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy time with your family. Be present. Very important, right?
Yeah.
Be present. Show love.
I'm excited for this Easter.
Yeah, it's going to be chill.
Yeah, because thank you for bringing that up, to be present. I feel like for a lot of years, Mando and I have been very, very busy.
Yeah.
And like busy sometimes does not mean that you have 1,000 things to do. It's just sometimes you feel like you do because your head is just so congested with different thoughts and things you need to do, things in the back of your head that have just been sitting there for a while. But like Mando says, I've been spring cleaning everything, even my head. Like everything I write down, I get it done. I put it where it's supposed to go. I've been very on top of things, especially for this past year. And even you, to where recently, like I want to say this year, I'm more present in even like a conversation with Mando in the car. Or like when we're laying down in bed, like I'm more present in the moment, or even watching a movie. I was telling Mando that I got a little mad at myself because I am a movie / I like series. I like, watching Netflix, going to the movies. But for the past year prior to this, I could not watch a whole movie. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably gone through this and not even paid attention.
You got the itch to scroll,
You sit there and you got that little pinche itch to scroll. And one time I caught myself, I'm like, no mames. I already rewinded this like 5 times.
I've seen you do that.
And I'm like, fuck, man. So now what I do, I literally put my phone away, and it's a little hard. I'm not going to lie, especially if the movie's a little boring. But I was the type that even a boring movie, I could sit there and watch it. Like, I still want to see how it ends. So what helped me finally break that was that I saw somewhere online, it said that our time span is very like fast. Our attention span is not what it used to be, which is a little sad because you're not present. You want to scroll, or you get bored with somebody's conversation real fast because you're like, okay,
get to the point.
That'd
be you.
Yes. So now because of that telling me that, I'm like, damn, I need to like, this is a problem, right? So I try to put my phone away and be more present. Or when Mando's driving, not always, because we always have a lot of editing and stuff, but I'll try to put my phone down for a little bit and like, okay, let's talk about something, right? But it's a little hard when you're on your phone too. Yeah. Like, let's say like we're laying in bed and we're both on our phones. That it could be a little harder, but there should be a time where we're like, okay, if you go to bed at 10, right? By 9, put your phone away and then have an hour to at least just conversate with your man, instead of scrolling the whole time. Or like if you're trying to be, or like I even enforce it with the kids. Thankfully, my sister's kids, they're the main ones I have. They're very good at put the iPad away, let's watch a movie. Yeah. But I like continuing to do that. And for a while, I had stopped kind of doing that because I couldn't even fucking watch a whole movie. Or like, let's go outside and play. So we have to all try to force ourselves to put the phone down and go do something. So with that said, that's why I'm excited about Easter, because I feel like for the first time,
be present.
I finally have practiced that enough that I'm a lot more present in things, including hopefully this Easter, this weekend.
Exciting.
Yeah.
But before we go,
what?
One of your bashing Mexicans, things Mexicans do. La última y nos vamos. I almost forgot about that. I'm glad I remembered because you said 5 minutes. My turn. Things Latina women do.
Let me find that.
I'll be ready in 5 minutes. That is the biggest scam ever. The biggest scam. Okay, you hear that? True. Let's go. 5 minutes. So I get up, get the keys, go to the truck, turn it on. I'm ready. Let's go. Pasan 5 minutes. Babe, let's go. I'm almost ready. Bro, like that's just the biggest lie Latinas will freaking give you. Why is that, babe?
It's just our payback for you guys. Una más y nos vamos. That's just our way of payback, honestly.
Yeah, so this is the biggest lie babe. You will ever hear. So there you go. La última y nos vamos, or I'll be ready in 5 minutes. We're even. Let's call it even. No pasa nada.
Let's not do it no more, babe. I promise.
All right, I'm almost ready. I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's podcast. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Bye.